In my old apartment, my cat would on occasion look down at the street from the living room window and start meowing for no apparent reason. On occasion, when I was sleeping in my bedroom, I would wake up to hearing her intently at the door staring. I always wondered why she was hissing for what seemed to be like no apparent reason. At first, I thought she just have a lively imagination. I was wrong. One night I woke up due not to my cat meowing, but hissing for all she was worth. And not at the door, she was hissing straight at me. This freaked the hell out of me. I jumped out of my bed, heart pumping with adrenaline. She was still hissing at where I'd been lying, as I couldn't get away from any sleep with her hissing. I grabbed her and put her outside the bedroom door. I could still hear her, somewhat growling outside the door. This behavior worried me. I could take care of it at the morning. At last, that's what I thought. I couldn't fall asleep at first. My cat's weird trip was unsettling, and I started to get the feeling that I wasn't alone in the room, and had a distinct impression that something was watching me sleep, for God knows how long. I twisted around in my bed sheets, trying to rid of the feeling. I eventually fell asleep. In the morning, as I woke up, I immediately noticed that my cat had stopped growling outside the door. I opened the front door, expected her to greet me, but she was nowhere in sight. I searched the house from top to bottom, but she was still nowhere to be found, as if she disappeared into thin air. Well, this was definitely a short pasta, but that was a pretty interesting one. Um, I honestly thought this story was an interesting concept. I do thought it was a really interesting story. Although the fact that the cat was hissing and making all those sounds and stuff, I personally had a feeling the cat was hissing at some paranormal or something that really grabs the attention and kind of is something going on. I don't personally know what it really is, but it kind of really makes me wonder what was actually there or what was making those noises. Like, what was the cat hissing at? I mean, this kind of gives me wonder. Like, was there someone that the cat didn't like? Like, was there someone watching them? Was there something paranormal she was seeing? This kind of gives me questions as to why that was the case. And the fact that the cat just randomly disappears afterwards, that is kind of puzzling. Like, what happened to the cat? Unfortunately, we're not going to really get an answer to why that's the case. But in my own reality, in all honesty, I honestly kind of have questions as to what went down. But at the same time, though, it's the unknown, so that is something we may not never know. So, I guess with that being the case and with that being said, I'm just going to sit here and say right now that this is just simply my own personal opinion. And if you disagree with me, that's fine too. Now, to the author of the story, I can't seem to find out who you are, so if you happen to be the author of the story, feel free to let me know in the comments below, so then that way I'll be sure to give you proper credit once I find out who the author is, that is. So, I personally thought this one was an interesting story. It does have a good plot line. It seems interesting too. So I definitely gotta say there's definitely a lot of great stuff when it came to this video. So I guess with that being said and that being the case, yeah. Um I don't know who the author is, so I'm gonna leave this as anonymous for now. And if I ever find out who the original author of this story is, I'll be sure to give the author proper credit. But until then, I'm not sure what happened or whatever to the cat. But it's a pretty interesting concept. I'm not going to lie. It honestly really makes me wonder what actually went down. And this kind of makes me wonder about some stuff. But at the same time, I guess this is just one of these stories that kind of makes me wonder what went down or something. But with that being said and that being the case, I don't personally know much about it. But like I said before, who really knows? So, I guess with that being the case, and with that being said, I personally really thought this was a pretty good story. I personally, even though it's a good story, but it kind of makes me wonder about some stuff. But I guess we may never know. But like I said, and like I always gonna say, this is just my own personal opinion, and if you happen to disagree with me, that's perfectly fine too. We're all entitled to our own opinions regards to these creepypastas, This is just simply my own personal thoughts, but I kind of always want to know what you guys all think. So I get to give this story a 10 out of 10. It's a great story, but it honestly kind of makes me wonder too about what actually went downhill. But like I said, I can't really be for sure, but I guess we're just going to have to make up our own imaginations as to what went downhill just so we can know for sure. So, I guess with that being said, what did you guys personally think of this story? Did you enjoy it? Did you not? Also, what you have done personally to help make this story a lot better? Feel free to let me know what your thoughts are on in the comments below. I'm the Lion Queen. I want to thank you so much for watching today's video, and if you're brand new here to this channel, be sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you're new. Ring the bell for notifications to when it uploads, so that way you guys will not miss an upload. And as always, please roll the outro because I'm out of here. Be sure to follow me on sites like Discord, Twitter, DeviantArt, where and also subscribe to my backup channel as well if you guys want to go check that one out as well. So, I guess with that being said and that being the case, I'll be seeing you all in the next video. And like always, please roll the outro because I'm out.